Good morning, day 3.
Yeah.
Just woke up here at Moskey Basin. Looks like we had a pretty sweet sunrise. It's almost 6:50. So we're gonna go check out the sunrise. Waves picked up a little bit last night. We could hear them crashing against the rocks. It was like glass earlier. Oh look, Matt, we got some goose friends going by.
Yeah, I heard them at 3 in the morning.
Hello, goosies. Bunch of them. We've seen a lot of different wildlife on this trip. No mooses yet. So we are walking out to check out the sunrise. There it is. Right there. The little juvenile goose friends that seem to be coming on shore. Check out our neighbor's campsite. I think they're juveniles because they're making like a weird noise. They don't sound like Canadian geese really yet. They're just making this weird, like, squawky kind of noise. I've never heard a goose make before. But they're big. I don't know, maybe somebody can enlighten me. There's another shelter right here, and 2 more beyond it, and then a couple behind. I think there's 8 total, and we're number 3. What a neat place. I'm gonna get some pictures of the sunrise and then I'll check back in with you at breakfast. Alright guys, good morning. We're gonna make a little breakfast. So I'm gonna get stuff ready and show you what we do for breakfast every morning here on the island. So this is our MSR Titan kettle that we've been using. You may have noticed it's different from our other kettle. We found this one, it's a little bit lighter. It doesn't have the rubbery stuff on the handle, so these do get warm, unlike our other one. But it is lighter, and it still has a angled spout, so we can still pour out the spout, but it's not like a spout coming out of the side of the pot. So if we do a cook in pot meal, it's a lot easier to do dishes. The kettle with the spout was very difficult to get that clean, and the area, the ridge around the top clean, where this is like an open pot, which is nice. And it's lighter, so we're gonna go with it. Lid is nice, it does seal down on to the pot itself, and it has the rubbery handle on the top so you can touch that. Same cups as before from our other kettle, the GSI. We got 1 can of fuel for our entire week. Just gonna use 1 big can. Normally you see us using the smaller cans. This is the 8-ounce can of fuel, I think it is. And I think total weight with the can itself is over 13 ounces. but this should last us more than the week. All you need is 1 can. We see a lot of people carrying like 2, 3, 4, 5 cans. I don't know how much stuff you're boiling. They'll probably barely go through the one. And then we have our same stove as we've always had. The MSR pocket rocket. That's one thing that hasn't changed from the beginning. Yesterday we were talking about different products that we've had start to finish. And the MSR pocket rocket is the only one we can really say that we've used from day one and have never changed. I never switched it out to try anything else. It's been a standard for us. So we drink coffee in the morning. Brought enough for the whole week, plus a couple extras in case we decide to have a second cup. They're very lightweight. These are Starbucks instant via coffee. So hopefully you can see that. Matt likes the darker roast and I like the lighter roast. So we got the 2 different kinds there. They're a little expensive compared to other instant coffees, but if you're already going to drink instant, you might as well drink one that tastes good. So we are going to get this lit. Actually, I'm not going to light it because I don't have water out here. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I got some water. Start with the coffee. We label our Sawyer bags. You may see our filter hanging behind me here off the shelter. We use a gravity system. We label the bags clean and dirty so we don't mix them up, because we made the mistake of mixing them up once. Didn't have any negative effects from it, but we knew we made the mistake and we don't want to do it again. Alright, I think we're ready now. Where'd my lighter go? I put it away. Or you can just eat them cold. I like them both ways. It's instant oatmeal, so it's already got the powdered milk and everything in there. Makes it nice and convenient. Just eat it right out of the bag, so there's no dishes. I don't have to clean out our mugs every single day. coffee into the mugs. I think GSI actually sells these as a cup and a bowl, but they come together in the package, so Matt just uses the bowl as his coffee cup. We don't actually need a bowl. And we just made his reflecting koozie so that it's not so hot on his fingers. The cup came with its own. So yeah, I'm gonna pour the water in there once it starts boiling. And it looks like we are just about there, but not there yet.
Need help?
Glasses are fogging.
Careful, there's some boiling water. Splashing.
And we have coffee. We've been on the trail for about an hour.
Yep. Should be close. Our phones actually say we should be there by now.
We should be to Lake Richie
But we are moving downhill
shortly.
Clearing, so.
It's been mostly like this today. We did have one little ridge walk. Oh, my battery's about to die. I'll have to change that at Lake Richie. That battery lasted quite a ways.
Yeah.
Alright, we will check back in with you when we're back at, or when we're at Lake Richie. And then our plan for today is either to go to West Chicken Bone or McCargoe Cove. We haven't quite decided yet. So we'll check back in with you at Lake Richie. See you in a little bit. So we are at Lake Richie. I just changed the battery on the camera. So that's we've only gone through one battery on the GoPro and one battery on the Canon. So we're doing really good for battery life. I've got a couple left, so we should be okay. Lake Richie is beautiful. I'm gonna give you a shot of it. I can see a swan and what I believe is 2 loons. Could be cormorants, but I think they're loons. They're kind of too far away to tell. But this is a beautiful lake, nice breeze. I'm sitting on this like rock ledge. Let me show you here. And this is Lake Richie. And the loons are straight out there, kind of in front of those tall pine trees there. They're gonna be hard to see on the camera. And our swan is directly out in front of us. Quite a ways. So we're gonna take a little snack break here, a little bathroom break, and then make our way to West Chicken Bone and decide if we're gonna stay there or move on to McCargoe. We'll check back in with you in a little bit. I noticed the lens had a little finger smudge on it, so hopefully I haven't been filming with a finger smudge for ever and ever throughout this whole trip. But I just got it wiped off. Here comes Matt back from visiting the privy. Wonder how nasty they are here. How were they?
Well, there were lots and lots and lots of brown spiders.
Lots
so
of
if any of them ghost bit me, I could be in real trouble. But it had like a real toilet seat, like porcelain.
Oh, nice.
On top of a tin hole, but porcelain seat.
You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Lake Richie, nice toilet seat, infested with spiders.
And no lock.
And no lock. That's pretty good though for out here, compared to some of the other ones we've seen.
I'm hoping they were just brown house spiders and nothing
Not like a...
recluse.
Yeah, I don't know if they have recluse here.
You're not supposed to have them in Michigan, but they do.
Alright, we are gonna hit the trail, and we'll check back in with you a little bit later. We are leaving West Chicken Bone. We stopped there for lunch. Not a lot of tent sites left available. Not really a lot of sites in general there, but it looked like a nice place. Quite a few people there already, and it's only 12:42. We left at like 12:30. We are actually gonna head towards McCargoe Cove in hopes of snagging a shelter for the evening. West Chicken Bone and East Chicken Bone do not have shelters. So we're gonna hike a couple extra miles today, more than planned, and hopefully we'll get lucky. If not, we'll find a nice tent spot at McCargoe. So another thing to note, West Chicken Bone, we saw 2 other campers there. They were fishing and had already caught a walleye, and I think he said some pike.
They'd seen pike at the very least.
They saw pike and they caught a walleye and they were eating it for dinner, it looked like. So, ooh, this is kind of precarious. I'm gonna turn this around.
Watch your feet, don't watch the camera.
Matt's yelling at me because I'm filming. Okay, Matt, do not step on this till I'm past it. Okay. It's kind of cool. Some of these boardwalks are a little bit precarious.
Good couple feet drop in the nastiest water I've seen yet.
I'm actually going to put the camera away before I trip on this grass, so we'll check back in with you in a mile or two. Well, we made it to McCargoe Cove, and unfortunately, there are no shelters left.
Nope.
Kind of a huge bummer. We did some extra miles hoping to get a shelter, but that's the risk and the gamble that we took. So now we have a longer day tomorrow, and we had a longer day today for almost no benefit. There is a little bit nicer water here than Chicken Bone.
Although there was a nice breeze at Chicken Bone.
Mm-hmm. So we're unfortunately in a tent site tonight, and we have to set up our tent for the first time in the whole trip. And our day tomorrow is going to be extra long, but we're okay. Just a little moral killer. Morale killer. Sorry, I'm tired.
Moral killer is if we drag one of those people out, tell them they've had enough time.
Yeah, the people that are here look like they've been here for a very long time, which is kind of frustrating. It's okay.
Because we got here at 1:30. I mean, it's not like we're showing up late and leisurely.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing, but we'll be okay. We'll, our plan right now is just to set up camp, go get some water, and then we're gonna hit the sack early, hit the hay, I don't even know what I'm saying. Go to bed early and get up very early, so that we can do, I'll show you. We're here, we have to do all of this, and then this comes down here to Daisy Farm tomorrow. So our biggest concern right now is this section here that walks along the ridge. Has no access to water. Even though there are lakes here, you can't actually access them. This is up on the ridge on the island. So we have to carry all of our water that we're gonna take either from McCargoe or from East Chicken Bone for this whole stretch.
Either way, you're doing between 6 and 8 miles.
Yeah.
On a sunny ridge where you're high up, and it's black rock.
Our other option, and Matt might kill me for suggesting this, is to not set up camp here and hike to East Chicken Bone and take the worst campground on the island, as it's known. I'm not sure that it is. I mean, we haven't actually seen it.
And West was better than I've heard.
West was pretty nice, and everybody we've talked to, though, says don't go to East Chicken Bone. It's difficult to get water. There's no view. There's only tent sites, but at this point, we're in the same situation. We have a tent site. We have access to water, but it is down a massive hill from here. And so we're kind of in the same situation. So do we want more miles today or do we want more miles tomorrow? Right now we have a tent site. There's no guarantee that we won't have to share one if we go to East Chicken Bone. And it's another over 2 miles. So actually a little under, because it looks like East Chicken Bone is before that marker.
It's 1.6 plus. The problem is we're at the very edge of this campsite. So it says 0.5, but that's 0.5 into camp, and then we're probably another 0.3 to 0.5 through camp.
Yeah, it's larger than it looks.
Close to 3 miles probably.
There's a little squirrel. I don't know if you can see him. Oh, he just took off. Yeah, so we're gonna make a decision. I think we're gonna stay here, but. So we have decided to stay. We are in much better spirits now. I think just getting camp set up and realizing how nice of a site this really is brought our spirits back up a little bit. We're just gonna kick butt tomorrow morning, get up early, hopefully, we'll see about that, and hit that ridge with a lot of water and a lot of enthusiasm, and hopefully we make it to Daisy Farm before all the shelters are gone there. If not, we'll take another tent site, because you know what? We carried our big Agnes this whole way. We've not used her yet until today on this trip, and we love this tent. It's a great tent. It's perfect for us, so we've decided we are very happy with our site tonight. And I think we were just a little tired, maybe a little dehydrated earlier, so after putting some water in our bellies and getting set up, we're feeling a lot better about things, so.
I think I wiped some of this on my face.
That's alright. The bugs really aren't that bad here. Everything I've ever read about Isle Royale has said black flies, mosquitoes, you're gonna need bug spray, and we have not used bug spray once on this trip. Yeah.
Like, there were a couple black flies at Daisy when we had lunch, but they were biting other people, not us.
Yeah, we just really have had pretty good luck with bugs.
At Moskey, or not
Moskey.
At Moskey, there were a couple black flies, but they weren't biting. And then the mosquitoes came out so heavy in the AM that we could hear them buzzing, but with our shelter, they never got in, and then by the time I got up to pee, they had, like, dispersed.
Yeah, so we've been very lucky with very lucky with bugs, and I mean I have my tent door open right now. That's how nice it is. So we put the rain fly on, but we're gonna leave the doors open, and actually I gotta fix that one, it looks like it fell, and we're leaving all the vents open. It's not supposed to rain as far as we know. The last time we checked the actual weather was the day we left. There's no cell service, no way for us to check the weather while we're here, but we do have the DeLorme GPS, which has a weather function, but for some reason is not working. So I'm gonna try again while I'm here. We tried yesterday and couldn't get it to go, but my mom messaged us and said weather looks great until Tuesday, which is the day before we leave. We should be in Rock Harbor by then, sitting at a restaurant having a 5-minute cold shower and maybe a beer or a burger. So I don't think we're really going to care about rain that day. So yeah, she said good weather, sun, and good temperatures until then. So we're pretty happy about that. We're drying out some stuff on the rock. It was sunny there a minute ago. We're going to have to filter some water down at the dock, which is actually quite a little hike from here. We got to hang our food first and finish getting the rest of the tent set up. And then I think we're going to hang out at the dock, maybe do a little swimming, maybe do a little fishing. It's a little too early for dinner. We're not hungry because we had lunch at West Chicken Bone. So we're gonna do that, and we'll see you in a minute. We're down by the dock at McCargoe Cove, and there are some massive moose antlers here on the picnic table. Somebody must have found. These two are older. They're heavy, holy cow. We're gonna try a little fishing. We'll see. It's a pretty nice area, the dock here. You can see like bait fish swimming. We just saw a fish
down
jump
from the tents and the shelters.
Yeah, it's quite a ways down from where we're camping at.
Very nice.
Yeah. I bet the camera caught it because it's recording on me right now. Getting water for the evening, no fish. Matt is the chef for the evening. I see he's pulling out the M&Ms. That's not what's on the menu for tonight. Dinner is cooking. It's rehydrating in that lime green bag there. I'm gonna do the packet gourmet ramen rescue again. Had no luck fishing. Just hanging around at camp now. It's actually quite cool for a bright sunny day. It really it got a little breezy, which is good. It's not going to be real hot in the tent tonight. I just cleaned up a little bit. Wet wipes work wonders out in the woods. There's no showers available. And put my PJs on, and we're pretty tired. And we actually set an alarm for tomorrow morning. That's a first. We haven't set one out here yet, but we kind of want to get a really early start so that we can hit that ridge before it gets too hot, because it's supposed to be sunny again tomorrow. So we're going to eat a little dinner and go to bed, and we'll see you a little bit later. Dinner for the evening is prepared. Good?
Mm-hmm. Always is.
This is the ramen rescue mixed in with some sriracha. It's got lots of veggies in there and ramen noodles. The sriracha, what flavor is it? Sriracha hot chili
It's just Texas Pete's version.
sauce by Texas Pete. It's quite good. In fact, it mixes very well with this. So we're gonna enjoy dinner, and we'll see you later. That's pretty good.
I know it says 5 minutes, but I love letting it rehydrate for like 20.
Perfect. Whoops.
We should be there soon. My phone says 2.6.
I don't know what I hit there. I hit something.